and the way he gets his point across. I'm telling you, you listen to the intelligence on one end, and you hear the fire on the other end. It's like fire and brimstone that he's bringing. You know what I'm saying? Clutch Talk Sports is the truth. Definitely support. Check out that show, man. You doing your thing, bro. How long you been podcasting?
This will be year 3, October 5th. October 5th will be year 3 for us.
And so we running parallels, man. I'm just like you. This is my year. This is my 3rd year too, and I believe mine may be like October also.
Sir.
I think mine's October too, man. I think we pretty much running around the same time, man. That's crazy.
There you go.
Yep.
It started off as a dream and a conversation in the living room, and it's turned into what it has. So we appreciate and are excited to continue joining with the X Squad affiliate. Shout out to the X Squad. And we're proud to be a part of a great podcasting network group full of talent, producers and podcasters, and we just are happy to be a part of the X Squad affiliate family. So,
oh yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to Queen who came in, and shout out to man Ben BS3 who's also in here, man. Big ups to y'all, man. Big ups to y'all. Woo, Kevin, you did your thing, man. I appreciate it. You even had your daughter on your arm, like, yeah, man, I had to get this off with my baby in my arm.
She did good for me, too. She's right here sleeping. She did good for me.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. That is cool. I love to see the dedication, man. Fathers in action here, man. A passionate father at that. Bringing the fire and the brimstone, bro. Hey,
yeah, man.
Appreciate it, man. Tell everybody how they can reach you.
Yes, you can find us on Twitter at CT Sports Radio. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/CT Sports Radio. You can download and subscribe to our free podcast available wherever you get your podcasts, on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Google Play, and also, of course, on xsquadaffiliates.com. We have our podcast every Monday and Friday. Tomorrow we will have Brandon Stubbs of Punch to the Face Radio and Blake Stevenson of the Loaded Joe's MMA podcast to get us ready for some UFC action. And, of course, the big fight out in Vegas this weekend, Canelo Alvarez taking on Triple G. So check out that show tomorrow. We'll have that drop for you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we'll have that drop so you all can check that out and get ready for some NFL action and the Canelo Triple G fight. So we appreciate the support and look forward to
who you got on that fight,
continuing with the X Squad affiliate.
Who you got on that fight?
Oh, man. It's a toss-up. I like Triple G's power. But I think Canelo is the younger lion. He's 8 years Triple G's junior, so that youth may come into play. But we'll have to see how this match is stylistically. But if I had to pick right now, I'm picking Triple G due to the experience. But Canelo might have something for him, but we'll see. But I'm picking Triple G as of right now.
All right, man. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, my man KG. Appreciate that, brother.
I appreciate you having us on. We'll have to do this again soon. We appreciate it.
All right, brother. We'll catch you later.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right.
Talk to you later. That's my man. That's my man Kevin. Another X Squad affiliate. Join this week. Clutch Talk Sports. Well, actually last week. But Clutch Talk Sports, man, he brings it, man. If y'all ain't heard his last 2 shows, man, y'all missed something. The dude really brought it. He's a SoundCloud podcaster as well. Had a couple people that joined in. I see my man Knox in. Shout out to my man Knox up in here, just joining. I saw Queen. I saw BS3. And I think I gave everybody a shout out. All them X Squad affiliates. And I don't know if I gave shout out to Vince and G Money. Look, I can't go back, dog. Y'all been in here. So welcome everybody. Let me see there. So we spoke about the Eagles owner. Man, Kevin covered all of that. What y'all look like last week on your fantasy football? We had a couple people who had Cardinals Johnson as their running back and took a huge hit. I know I'm one. I was like, damn, what I'm going to do now? So I ended up getting 2 guys who probably were about the strength of him. It took 2, but still, they don't add it to the level of him. You know what I'm saying? I think Frank Gore's on the bench, and I was like, okay, I really want Frank Gore. Not really. And then what's my man's name? Is it Morris? I guess is him and Gore actually share time. So those are the best 2 that I found in the league that I'm in. Like, okay, am I gonna get them? I really couldn't find nothing no better. I mean, you can mess around and get somebody like I don't know, Tevin Coleman or something, but you know what I'm saying, he gonna share time with Freeman or somebody like that, man. Or you can get somebody off the Panthers, you know what I mean, one of the running backs from there. But you know what I'm saying, most teams are now running with a split halfback committee. Some of them have 2 in rotation, some have 3 in rotation, and they and it's hard to make that judgment on who you're running with. So if you got the Saints, you're going Mark Ingram, or you're going Peterson, or you're going with what's the other running back? What are you going with them? You know what I mean? So that's the crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you do in these situations? Fantasy football is now crazy when it comes, especially on the running back position. It's like, what do you do? You know what I mean? You pretty much stuck there. So good luck on your fantasy football this weekend. I got actually whipped in both leagues. I'm in 2 different leagues. I got whipped in both of them. Only because people that you had high expectations didn't do so well that first week coming out. I got higher expectations for this second week. Anyway, hey, we covered up a lot of this stuff. We had a lot of folks that actually have been chiming in. Shout out to my call-in guests. Shout out to my man Tyler that actually called. Enough of the BS podcast. Shout out to my man DJ P Funk that called in with his podcast and mix shows that he does. And shout out to my man of Clutch Talk Sports, Kevin Gray. Oh, sounds like we got somebody calling in there. Hold on. We can cue you in here. Who we got here, man?
Hey, this is Ben, BS3 Sports. I had a minute, so I wanted to call in.
Ben, we got Ben in here. That's right. Ben got in right in towards the end. What's up, Ben? Let me hear you. Did you hear any of the topics I talked about, man? You ever catch anything?
I heard I heard the Kaepernick.
The Eagles owner.
Talking about the Triple G. That's kind of wrong. Yeah. So I came in when we were talking to Kevin.
Okay, so what you want to talk about, brother? Let me know. What's good with you?
Man, we can. You were talking about fantasy, so I mean, we could talk about that for a minute.
So what you looking like on your fantasy in your fantasy league, man?
I'm 1-0 in both of them right now. You know, it's week 2, so we'll see. I'm in this league that's got like 20 different teams, so it's like the bench. The bench players are like scared.
Ain't no bench players. 20. Who put 20 people in the league, man? That's ridiculous. I was mad when I had 16 in it.
I mean, yeah, man. I got Eddie Lacy on as one of my running backs, and he only projected, I think, to get like 4 points. So I'm a little worried about that.
You just said one of your running backs. So your league has 2 running backs or more and 20 people playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's rough.
I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Because people storing people. Somebody probably got about 4 running backs on the team, storing 2 and running 2. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. But I know that's probably what's going on. That don't even make no sense, man.
My bad.
I couldn't run a league that deep, man. I'd be like, wow.
I mean, I think that makes it fun though, because then you got to try to scrounge up and find people. I mean, you got to, like, as soon as the waiver wire, whatever day it is, Monday or whatever, you got to scrounge or try to make trades. So to me, I kind of like being in those kind of leagues, because then it's not easy for you to pick somebody up. You got to work for it. Yeah, you got to work for it. And at one point, because I'm a commissioner of my own league. I've probably been running mine over 10 years, but
I used to turn waivers off. Like, man, forget this waiver mess. But I now realize the importance of it because I'm the dude that's sitting in front of the computer anyway. I'm always in front of the computer. So I can pick up whoever at any time. But you got cats who do quote unquote real work when in front of the computer. So it's not fair me that can pick up a guy at the drop of a dime as opposed to somebody else who, you know what I'm saying, working for the day. So I understand that now.
Well, I mean, that's their fault, though. If you got an advantage, man, take that advantage. I mean, I would, if I was you, I would have let the waivers on. That's their fault. I can't help it. I'm working on computers all day, and they don't.
So you saying taking the waivers back off again, man? I put the waivers back on, but I was like, yeah, I sure did have them waivers off for a lot of years. Like, shoot, you get a person, you drop a person. Get a person, you drop a person. You can drop a person every day and pick them right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Real crazy, man. What do you feel as far as some sleepers, as far as people who did well in week 1, who you think people slept on getting, so now they probably rushed to go get them? Do you think that Sam Bradford is a viable pick, number 1?
I don't think so. And no disrespect, but I don't think so. I think that was a fluke game. I don't think we're gonna see Sam Bradford the same way throughout the rest of the season. I don't think so. But a couple of sleepers though. I think definitely. I didn't think Stephon Diggs was really that good. He had a pretty good week. I mean, probably like another sleeper is the kid from Denver, the wide receiver, Fowler. Benny Fowler had 2 touchdowns. I didn't even know who Benny Fowler was, and he kind of blew up last week. So, I mean, who knows? That may be Trevor Siemian's favorite target. So. That's a guy I'm going to probably be looking out for to sign in the future.
Yeah. That's a good one. You about to make me go digging now. I don't ever have problems with receivers. I be having a running back problem. That's all. I be like, damn, I'm running with this or that. You know what I'm saying? And let me ask you this. So on one of my teams, it drafted. I did an auto draft. Ended up getting Kirk Cousins. So I got Kirk Cousins, and then I got my man Carson Palmer on the bench. Who would you start?
Who would I start? I would start Cousins. Man, he's got to be almost 40, and I don't know how much longer he can go. And he is one hit away from having like a broken back or shoulder or something. So
right. I
would say Kirk Cousins, he's playing for a contract for next year. So he has nothing to lose. He can be slinging the ball around everywhere. I mean, that's pretty much what the Redskins would be doing this year anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What you talking about, James? You say I got to jump on Stu. No, I ain't in y'all's league, James. I'm actually in a whole other league. I'm not in that league. I didn't get in, man. I can't run more than 2. I can't get in more than 2 leagues and then do DraftKings. That's just too much management and too much money lost. Number 1, my wife be mad as hell. How much we paying on fantasy again? You know what I mean? And my leagues don't even be that much. Mine be like $30 here, $30 there. But some cats get bigger. $50 league, $100 leagues. You know what I mean? So right there, that's when you get real serious.
You start getting up there.
Yeah, that's when you lose that type of money and nothing come in. That's when you got an issue. On top of that, you're paying for a podcast every month and advertising and hosting and everything else, man. That don't calculate, man. My wife like, okay, enough's enough, man. You done tripped out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even do paid leagues. I did it one time and I got like last place, and I was like, I mean, I'm not putting all money in that. DraftKings though is not a bad idea because you could put $3 in and make $36 or whatever. So, but I don't really put money on